Day, it means a big party, right? But this 60-year-old young lady, she wanted to make it a special milestone for her life. Instead of throwing a big party, she talked to a number of her friends about a new idea. The idea is to start a philanthropic program to help the needy young children for a decent education across the world and starting in China. So, with that, everybody agreed, the friends all agreed that it's a wonderful idea. And this is what this warm-hearted lady wrote. She said, "This is the way that we thank the world for the wonderful 60 years of good life that we have enjoyed." So with that, he started calling many people locally and also long-distance calls back to Taiwan and across other parts of the world that she knows, okay, for a fundraising activity. And eventually they have raised a good number of funds that they can start these philanthropic educational program. At the same time, when this lady heard from her friend that one of her friends travels to China and ran into a remote area in Sichuan province. There is a very poor village called a Yangkou village. In this village there was a primary school or elementary school, we call it, and that was the only elementary school in the village, okay? But the condition of the building was so bad that even safety is a big concern. Okay? So this lady actually traveled to the Yangkou village, look at the condition and witness the critical situation that really need to be improved. That really needs something need to be done. Okay. So when she come back and she talked to the people who contribute the money, and everyone agreed this is the first project they are going to pursue. Now imagine that the plan is to build a brand new building for this primary school. Now imagine that we are doing something in Sichuan, China, in the middle of China, up in a mountain part of the Himalayas. You can imagine the kind of a difficulty. Okay, there's a whole lot of reasons. This is a big challenge. Okay, it is a tough mission. But anyway, this group of people never got discouraged after struggling a lot of hard work, struggling commitment. Eventually, they got their plan working. So, in the year that they were able to start the construction of a new building of this primary school, and it took them several months, of course. Eventually, a new building that on the screen that you can see was established. When the good news came to this philanthropic group, this warm-hearted lady and few of her friends actually took a trip to that new school and look at what happened. See, everything was done properly. So when they came to that site, to the new school, they were warmly welcomed by the local community. You see the banner here, okay, in Chinese. It's welcome the Chinese American here, okay. And also a big welcome, a warm big welcome from the school children and the teachers, as you can see on the screen. This is one view of the new building. I think this is the front view of the new building. The Chinese character here on the screen is "A dream came true." Now look at these new facilities. Now the children, they have a new uniform and also new furniture in the classroom. And also on the wall of the building, they hung up portraits of scientists and philosophers as a role model to the students. Now here is the first portrait is Zhang Tianyou. Zhang Tianyou supposed to be what's called the father of a railroad system in China during the early 19th century. This is Li Xiguang. Li Xiguang is a famous Chinese geologist, I believe. And everyone knows that Madame Curie, she pioneered
penicillin.
Radiology, right? Pioneered the radiology, and she received Nobel Prize 2 times. A very unusual scientist. And everybody knows Albert Einstein. And this is a artist portrait of Confucius. Here are some of the snapshots of the classroom, the new classroom. Okay, now it's a pretty decent condition so that the students can learn properly. Okay, another view of the classroom. This is a writing class. The very lovely young kids, curiosity. This is a recitation class. Recitation. Okay, the Chinese characters here says, "Love brings springtime to life." Okay, and this group of kind-hearted people, when they come to study, they also participate in some handyman's work in refinishing some of the very old furnitures of the school. So you can see that on the screen that they really did a great job refinishing the furniture. So when everything was done satisfactorily, this group declared mission completed, accomplished. And they certainly wish the school and students and also teachers the best luck. However, okay, this group did not just stop there. Let me show you what else they done. Several miles away from this Longkou village, there was another village with another badly run down primary school building. I can show you here, they capture some of the images. Now you can see that this is the rundown building of the school. Obviously, I think that even by the very poor standard, this is still unacceptable. And it was so bad that the school authority actually abandoned the building. It ran a local bind and converted the bind into classrooms. Okay, look at the inside of the classroom, and I think it's pretty obvious the situation was very sad here. Now this is the bind that they rented. You see, this is a bind. It's not a house. There's only There's only a ventilation hole. There's no window in this structure here. But anyway, they convert the bind into classrooms, and the teachers still teaching, and the students still learning happily. Okay, this is another view snapshot of the condition of the bind classroom. A lovely young children on the screen here. Okay, now this is the condition of the roof of the original building. Now you can see that the light and water can pass through the roof. So there's no such thing as a light system here anyway. Okay? So you can see how bad the condition, how terrible it was. This is an outdoor PE lesson. So this group immediately made a quick donation, a generous donation, and identified this is the second project they are going to pursue. Okay? And on the banner they said everything is for the children. They are wholeheartedly for their children. And according to the plan, that was a 2007 when they started. According to the plan, they were targeting to have the new building done the next year, 2008, by fall. And that was done.